Nintendo Direct just dropped. I'm here chilling with Soul. Soul, what up?
Hi.
I just want to go through all the games that has been announced and then just give a little commentary on specific games that I personally care about and you personally care about.
Yes.
And then there's like stupid shit that's been announced, like Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
I'm so excited for that.
I believe you. But yeah, so let's start with Mario and Luigi Brothership. Solid opening for the Direct, dog. Solid opening.
Sour?
Solid. Like,
Oh,
I
solid.
think it was an
Yeah.
amazing opening, but it was a little too good because they set the bar way too high.
They kind of did, yeah. I saw that and I'm like, oh, they have to have something great after that.
I think Mario and Luigi is a great series. I'm happy they're giving it a little bit more love. I've played a little bit. My cousin had it on like Game Boy, so I would like steal his Game Boy and play. That was one of my favorite fucking games. So I'm super excited. Like I said, I was driving, so I was half-fast watching. I shouldn't have been watching at all.
Yeah.
But a lot of the mechanics were super fucking cool. And I know you mentioned you don't like turn-based shit.
Not usually. For this one, I do make an exception. Like Mario RPGs and Pokemon are very much exceptions to that rule. It's mostly like the big anime, like super flashy games.
Yeah, like
that are
some
like
of the
turn-based.
shit that even got announced in this Direct. Yeah.
Yeah, those I'm not really a fan of, but like I feel like Mario and Luigi, the Mario and Luigi series, make it very easy to understand and follow the gameplay of.
Yeah, I can see that because there are games that might overcomplicate the whole turn-based thing, but yeah, then you have like Nintendo ones like Mario and Luigi, Pokemon that makes it a little more accessible to like normies like you and I, right? Like I would consider us in that aspect like normies of like turn-based.
In that field, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, and they just make it really fun. It's cute. I think as soon as I saw, like I was watching you watch it or whatever, and you didn't know what it was. As soon as I saw the animation, I knew what it was immediately.
Yeah.
Because they stuck with the same art style as they always did, and I think it's like a really satisfying, really crisp, really pretty art style. So I'm really excited.
See, at first, I could tell it was Mario, but it looked more to me like a Yoshi's Island style.
Yeah.
type
Okay. Yeah, I
thing.
can see that. I can definitely see that. Maybe Yoshi makes a fucking appearance. Who knows? But that shit, I'm hyped
Maybe.
for. But what I got annoyed at? Not even annoyed. Okay, so I was a little confused at the next thing, because we got this huge announcement, and then we got Nintendo World Champions and NES Edition. Now,
Yeah.
survival mode and legend challenge. So first I thought it was just like more emulation shit, like, oh, here's like more games or whatever. But after watching it a little bit, I think it's a cool idea
It does look like it could be fun.
for a specific group.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sold on it.
Yeah. No, see, I think it's fun because there's a lot of like classic games that they mentioned that okay, for example, Super Mario Bros. 2, right? A lot of people, American version, a lot of people don't like it. I think it was one of the best classic Mario games, in my opinion. I liked it a lot. Yeah, I like it a lot too. And the fact that you can race people is so fucking cool to me. Right? Like,
And they've like carried that over into modern Mario games, like Super Mario, the one with the cat suit. You can carry people in that game, and it's probably because we had Mario 2.
yeah, right? And I think Mario 2 was great. I played it in the All-Stars or whatever, and it was super good. But I'm excited. I probably won't touch it, to be honest with you, but I am excited of like the direction this is going, because imagine this type of shit, right? So if someone's watching and they don't know what this is, basically they take classic games and they added survival mode and legend challenge. So basically you can race. It looks like you can do like online racing with other people in these classic games like Mario 2, like Ice Climbers or whatever the fuck. Like, there's a bunch of cool shit. It looks like they have speedrunning integrated into these games, and I think it's amazing. Again, not amazing enough for me to play it. I just want to watch people play it, because speedrunning does take a lot of time that I don't have right now. But I'm
I do
excited.
think it will definitely be interesting seeing like groups of friends try to like do things together while playing that game.
100%. And then we got Fairy Tail 2, and I thought I was the only one that felt like this until you said in your stream that when it comes to like anime styled games, not that it's a turn off for me, but it like if I see the art style is like anime, I'm just not interested immediately.
Yeah.
So, but
It's like, okay, it's anime, but now you have to sell me on it.
yeah, and I think like for anime, like a lot of these anime games do look cool as fuck. I'm not gonna hold you. Some of them look cool, but it's like I don't know. It's just not. For some reason, it just doesn't appeal to me. I know Fairy Tail.
I think it's like style wise. Because like you can see something like Hollow Knight or Celeste or like Hades, and you're like, oh, this is different. And it's something that I can remember. But like anime games kind of blend with each other a lot. No matter how like good and fun they are, like they still look samey.
Yeah,
because it's anime
everything
style.
looks like Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if you're gonna make a game that looks like that, like there has to be something in there that really makes me want it.
No, I agree with that. And then we got hit with a game I wasn't really interested in. I don't even know how you say it. Fantasian.
Fantasian.
Yeah, I can't even tell you what that was about. I
Me
can't.
neither.
Yeah, so that's
Don't
been
remember
announced. I can't give a proper take because at that part of the stream it was lagging a little bit, and it didn't.
I think I remember seeing that trailer and I was like, oh yeah, just another anime game. And then the main character talked, and apparently that's a guy. It does not look like a guy.
Hey man, I'm here for that though.
Same. We need more queerness, and I will die on that hill. We need more queerness in games.
And then we got hit with Mio, Memories in Orbit. At first I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, hold on, let them cook. And it's
I will let them cook.
yeah, it's different. It's a little ugly, but in a cute way. And I love ugly cute. That's my thing. Ugly cute is like Furbies. I love, right? Like they're the ugly ones. I think it's like ugly cute. And I think it looked really fun. It was different.
It definitely looks interesting. I'm willing to get it, honestly.
Yeah, it's clearly an indie game. I'll spend a good $20-$30 on it. If it's $20-$30, I'll definitely cop. Like I love platformers. I think that has a lot of potential. Really cool mechanics I saw.
It also looked like it might be kind of Metroidvania-ish.
Yeah, which is really fun. You could never. I feel like it's hard to fuck that up. You know what I mean? Well, in a way, right? Like you don't want it too generic, right? Like you don't want because it could come off as like too generic and like kind of like what you said with anime games all fused into one. But I think this has potential to do pretty well.
I mean, I saw the character just climb a wall with their hair.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that was about.
The only thing is I can see the art style turning people off, like how anime turns us off. I can see someone not copying it because of the art style, but I think in general it looks pretty fucking fun.
You know what? It low-key gives me the vibe of like Limbo Inside.
Yeah, I think yeah. I think that's why I liked it, because Limbo is a fucking fantastic game. And
it is honestly one of my top 10 games of all time.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't been more spoken about. But on the opposite side, right, we have something that's depressing looking, and then we got something on the exact opposite side of the spectrum, fucking Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Can't tell.
Island Adventure.
It looked like it was like a Hello Kitty Animal Crossing kind of thing. What do you think?
I don't know what it is. Because at first I thought it was like a Mario Party, but then they started doing a lot of other stuff. I don't know what it is at all, but I want it.
yeah. I can't tell you what the fuck that's about. If I'm being real with you, I can't tell you what it's about. Didn't really pique my interest. Maybe your interest. Maybe interest for 5-year-olds. 5-year-olds in Seoul.
I feel like there's an audience for it.
Wait, Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I'm pretty sure, was it South Park that like made that name up for a meme? And now their name, the name is actually real. Isn't that insane? That they were like, oh, go play, what do you call it? Go play this bullshit game, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and now it's real. Do you think they were like, huh, that's a good fucking name, and they took it?
I mean, I don't know, because it's also like a very generic name.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm pretty sure that's why it was the meme, but they fucking ran with it. It looks like.
Honestly, I'm so curious what this game actually is, because I have no idea. I think part of the appeal is just like it's brain dead gameplay.
Yeah, I can see that. Like you can dead ass veg out and just throw that bitch on. And then that was pretty random, along with this next trailer, which was Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports. Which, what do you think?
It was so out of nowhere. I feel like that's the kind of thing like you'd like announce like before this, but it just kind of happened, and they just kind of glazed over it.
I think this is the type of game that needed to be announced during a direct, or else no one would give a fuck.
That is true.
Because yeah, like I think it's a cool idea. However, what the fuck? It's so random. I didn't even know Looney Tunes was still like making shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, they are.
yeah, I didn't know that. I think it's a cool idea. I think it looks fun. It's like a cute party game. But it was extremely random. Like Hello Kitty, not that I expected it, but I think I would expect Hello Kitty more than a fucking Looney Tunes game in a direct.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely. And also, it's a sports Looney Tunes game.
Yeah, that's why I think it'd be a cute little fun party game. Like obviously aimed for kids.
Yeah, but I just feel like that adds to the randomness. Like if it was like an action Looney Tunes game or something like that, like I feel like I'll get it more. Like just a sports Looney Tunes game.
So, or do you want like a Looney Tunes fucking like fighting game? Looney Tunes
doesn't
fight
sound like a terrible
Mortal
idea.
Kombat. Fucking have Daffy Duck eat bugs or something. I don't know. I don't know if you heard about the rumors. People speculated the direct being, I think it was yesterday, because
Today.
Among Us was it today where Among Us
Yeah.
accidentally dropped the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Among Us kind of spoiled it for everyone, which is fine. I don't mind it. I think it adds to the lore. You know what I'm saying? I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But Among Us, they have a trailer here with new roles. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't super into Among Us. I just loved the community aspect of it, like just going to random streamers and forcing them to play with me. That's how I met you and Kai and them.
That is true. That is how we met.
Yeah, by me being an annoying fuck. But you have the new Phantom Roll Noisemaker Tracker. I'm not too sure what they do. I'm sure if you're an Among Us player, you probably won't be watching this because you're probably 4 years old. But it does look pretty fun. The Phantom trailer looked pretty cool.
I mean, I love Among Us, but I feel like they're
doing
my
too much.
opinion, right? Yes, I do think they're doing too much. I think they should have killed it already. Like they should have done Among Us 2 should have been a thing by now. And I feel like it's reaching that deadline where like people are just gonna forget about the first game. By the time they release the second game, no one's gonna care about the name anymore.
Do you think they would release it Among Us 2? I doubt it. I think they
I
would just
think
keep
they
adding
would because
on.
they were planning on it.
Really?
And because of the success of the first one, they just kept adding to the first one. But like it's gone now. Like the hype is dead.
It's one of those things where you gotta know when to fucking pull the plug, right?
Yes.
Like you don't want to beat on a dead horse. Among Us still has a huge audience. Again, like they're all children, so I'm sure every child ever is hyped right now. But I don't know like video game marketing and shit like that. But I do feel like the vibes that Among Us is giving me right now is just beating on a dead horse. And to be honest, let them chase the bag. You know what I'm saying? Let them do them.
I mean, if it's working.
But yeah, if it's working. But the thing is, like, if I'm like, oh, I want to play Among Us and I want to go back and play, I just hope I have the option to do like a classic mode where there isn't all these extra modes. Because even when they added that new map, that's when I lost interest. When they added that new map, because I'm like, oh man, something different that I have to learn and blah blah blah. And what I enjoyed about Among Us is it was simple. You hop in.
It was very simple.
Yeah. And then they
And
started
that's what
doing a
makes
lot.
it easy to that's what makes it easy for people to follow. It's like there's 10 people, two of them are imposters, maybe 3 of them are imposters, and you just have to figure out who's who because someone killed at some point. But when you start adding like a ghost, an usher, an angel, like everybody has a thing that they can do. Like, how do you even figure out who the imposters are when anyone can do anything?
Yeah, and it's, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it's fun. I'm sure it's fun for some people. Like that's like next level. Like you need to be 4,000 IQ to play the game at that point. But like I said, I just hope that there's like classic mode or simple mode or whatever that you can avoid all these extra rolls and shit. Like, not that I've ever felt like going back to playing Among Us at all, but if I would like the option if I did.
Yeah, just for fun and for glory.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then we got Farmagia. Farmagia. Well, I think it looks kind of fucking badass. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't remember what it looks like.
It's
I have shit memory.
Anime looking game about
Yeah, that's
farming.
a farm magic game.
It's like, yeah, anime Pikmin farming.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Kaijus.
I'm not gonna lie. When they showed the little like Pikmin aspect of it, it did pique my interest a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was cool as fuck, and I like how you could like morph all your little animals into this giant beast or whatever.
And you can plant a fox. That's fucking funny.
That is funny. That's hilarious. I think it looks pretty fun. Another one of those games where I think price point will determine if I'd actually played or not.
Yeah.
Like, I doubt it'd be a $60 game, but I probably wouldn't even spend like 40 on it. It's one of those games that I'd probably just hop on real quick on my way home on the train or on a plane or something. Not something I would grind on, but it does look fun. I can't imagine playing that and not having a good time, you know?
Can't imagine playing that.
You say you can't imagine playing that?
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool, man. I don't know. I think it's cute.
I don't know. I feel like I feel like I would play it once or twice and then forget about it is the thing. And if I know that ahead of time, I don't know that I would like invest in it to begin with.
That makes sense. I can see that. I can see that. And then we have a game that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
Yeah.
Now, when the trailer happened, I'm like, oh wow, what the fuck, a Donkey Kong game? When I saw it, and I'm like, I hope it's not a remake because that's exactly what it looked like, and it turns out it was. It was like a HD version or whatever.
You know what's funny? When I was watching the trailer at first, I was like, oh, Donkey Kong. What was the Switch one? Frozen 8. The cold one.
Tropical Freeze.
Tropical Freeze. I was like, oh, it's Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. And I was like, wait, no, that's already on the Switch.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here? And then it shows that it's Country Returns, and I'm like, why are we doing this now?
Are we returning back to the returning country? What's going on here?
Like, why now? Of all times.
Yeah, I think it's bad placement for sure. I think you made a good point.
Yeah.
That like if they released it along with the Switch, it would make a little more sense. But I think at that point it would be too soon. But to just randomly throw that in the middle of, or towards the back end of like the Switch's lifespan doesn't make sense to me.
The last year of the Switch, practically.
Yeah, and I think because it's coming out in 2025, something tells me that it might just drop with the Switch 2, Switch Pro, whatever we're getting, because that does make sense, right? So that this is a game that you would drop along with a console just to add more shit, like more value to the newer console. It's just like random. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD towards the end of like, who wants that? Nowhere. No one asked for that. No one wants that. Asked for this, right? Like it's
people were asking for a new Donkey Kong game.
Yeah, which give me a remake of Donkey Kong 64. You know what I'm saying? But
at this point, yeah.
Very, very random, very interesting. I hope we're right, but I don't know if it's just like, here's a Donkey Kong Returns just to have it. Kind of weird. We'll see what happens. But then we get Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. I'm not a Dragon Quest guy.
I'm not a Dragon Quest guy either, but I'm not gonna lie, I really like the art style.
Yeah, it was very cool. Very, very cool.
I really liked it. And again, it's like it's a turn-based style that is really easy to follow. And I don't know, like the more I saw of it, I might get it, honestly.
I think I would, when it drops, I might maybe I'll emulate the game first. I don't know if that's legal to say or not. But maybe I'll give the game a try before investing it, because it does look really fun. It's just not a game that I've ever said, hey, let me try it out, you know?
Yeah.
But it
But
doesn't feel
knowing like, because then the creator came out and he's like, oh yeah, the reason we're releasing 3 first and then 1 and 2 is because 3 actually happens first in the story and then 1 and
that
2.
that makes a lot of sense too.
And that was like, I don't know why, but that piques my interest. And like, okay, so what actually happens in the story? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that-
Maybe
that
I'll
goes to
become a
show-
Dragon Quest guy.
Yeah, that goes to show that they want you to watch the story, right? They want you to pay attention to the story. That's very cool. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. And then we got another game, very random, that no one asked for, but it looks pretty cool. Funko Fusion.
I think it's a game that needed to exist.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, it kind of, yeah, like, it's not surprising.
Right.
Funko's super popular. People collect them. People play them. It'd be stupid not to release a Funko game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think, and to be honest, it's like it's exactly what you would expect a Funko game to be. It's like
Yeah.
it's a little cheap looking,
And it's
the way
like
it was.
80% fan service. But like
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
Funkos are to begin with.
Yeah, so it's not surprising. I don't have much to add there. It's just random, cool idea, I guess. I'm curious to know if you can like have your IRL Funkos in the game, kind of like a Amiibo style. I'm curious if they're gonna do something like that. I don't see how they would, but that'd be pretty cool. And then we have the new Denpa Men. My stream was lagging like crazy. I can't even tell you what the fuck that is.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember seeing that.
All right, well, that was announced, so we're gonna skip over that one. Then we have this is a little interesting. So we have Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. You are a Rhythm Heaven like Meat Rider, and you're like, why are we getting Metal Slug remade or whatever the fuck this is? And
Is that a remake?
I don't know if it's a new game or a remake or what. But yeah, we're getting a new Metal Slug.
I just
over
feel
new
like I
Rhythm
haven't
Heaven.
heard about metal. Like I haven't heard anyone else talk about Metal Slug like out loud
Mhm.
since I was like 8. Like I remember seeing that game on the
Everywhere.
NES
Yeah.
at the Internet Center when I was 8. And then like after I came to the United States at the age of 11, I have not heard anything about the game ever again.
See, the only reason why I know about Metal Slug is because it's in like every arcade in the Neo Geo. Like if you go to any arcade, you'll see it there as like the you know, just chilling there. But yeah, you're right. Like I feel like Metal Slug is one of those games that everyone knows about but just don't talk about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Is it a
Um,
fighting game?
No, it's like Contra. You ever played Contra?
I know of it, yeah.
It's like side scroller shooter.
Okay.
And it's satisfying. It is satisfying gameplay. It is cool. It is nice to look at. I think it's fun, but it is like, you know, I thought it died. I didn't think they'd fucking have another Metal Slug game or remake, whatever the fuck that is. To be, I don't know
Yeah.
what that is. But yeah, Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. Then we got Darkest Dungeon 2. No opinion on that really. What do you think?
I don't know what that is.
All right, that's been announced. So we have Phantom Brave, The Lost Hero. The only thing I have to say about this is chibi art style is not my thing. Not my
Yeah,
not too interested in that game, to be honest. Do you have
especially
anything?
that specific type of chibi.
Yeah. Then we have Disney Illusion Island. Again, my stream was lagging here, so I can't tell you what that's about. What do you think?
Haven't they released that game like 20 times now already?
I've never heard of it. I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's already out.
Oh, Mystery and Monolith
it's an
update.
update.
Okay, it's an update.
I was
okay.
like, I was so confused. I was like, didn't they release this game 20 times already?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's just an update.
Now
Cool.
we have the most hype. This is what I'm most hyped about. Like I am so fucking hyped. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Look, dude. Typically when we get like arcade releases or whatever, it's like, oh, here's Galaga and Pac-Man and like shit that I'm like, oh, whatever. But now we have we have some Marvel games, some Capcom games, Street Fighter, whatever. But the thing I'm so fucking excited about is to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 online. I am so fucking hyped. Like officially, you know?
That's very exciting.
I've
never gotten to play them.
Bro, oh my god, you have to. So fucking fun. It is difficult to get into, but there was a point in my life where I had a PS3 that the disc drive was broken. So the only game I had was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So I was grinding. My team was Captain Commando, Ken, and Guile. All fucking like blonde hair, blue eyed fuckboys. But it was so fun. I'm so excited to play this again, especially like officially. I know you can play this game online using like emulator, I think. But I think this is a very, very nice thing. I think this is good for the community.
And I don't know, I didn't pay attention exactly, but did they say that we could play them like online with other people?
They did say you can play it online.
Okay.
I don't know about the other games. Like, I see they have like the classic X-Men side scroller. I don't know if you can play that online. That'd be super fun if you can.
I'm honestly really excited to play, because like I'm a sucker for like kind of old arcade looking games.
Yeah.
Like I really like pixel art, and I really like, I don't know, there's something about that style of game that just feels correct.
Like the beat 'em up, like fun, classic,
Yeah.
like
Makes kids violent.
yeah. And it's like you can't, like, even if you were born yesterday and you played the game, it still feel nostalgic to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing I'm most excited about. And then we have the new Mario Party, Super Mario Party Jamboree. You said you didn't think it looked too great.
I have so many questions.
Yes.
So I feel like it's not straightforward on what it is. And that's my only problem with it, really. First of all, the logo is the same as Super Mario Party,
the one for Switch, right?
the one that came, because there's two on the Switch.
Yeah, the first one
And
that came for Switch.
The first one, and that's kind of a problem because that one isn't
It's ass.
amazing.
It's ass. As well. Yeah.
It's not great. So the fact that this one has the same logo as that one, a little bit concerning. But also that it wasn't very. Another thing I noticed before I get into that, motion controls, like now when it's the end of the Switch, like why are we doing this now?
I don't see.
Like,
I don't see a problem with the motion control.
I don't think it's bad, but I feel like it would have made more sense if they would have done it with one of the other Mario parties, you know?
Well, they did with that first one, and that's why people didn't like it, because they were trying to do shit that was too different, like
So
connecting
why are they doing
switches.
it now?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's fine. I think the motion controls is fine because there's only so much you can do without it. You know what I mean? They've done it. They've pretty much done it all. So I think motion controls is inevitable when it comes to like, you know.
I feel like the second one, Super Mario, it's Mario
Superstar
Party
or something.
Superstars.
Yeah. That's the good one.
Yeah, because that's the one I have, and that one doesn't use motion controls at all. And like it only has like 4 or 5 boards, and I had so much fun with it.
Yeah, I
like
love that
it
game.
felt like it could have more, but I still had a lot of fun with it.
I think it's fun. Yeah,
So
I think that's really fun.
I'm iffy about the motion controls. I'm iffy about like all this fun random gameplay, which I think is the reason why they released it now, because I don't think they're confident on this one. I don't think they're confident
so?
about this
No,
one.
I don't know. I think it looks. They were ambitious with this one.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like they did so much that's new that they weren't sure that people were gonna like it, so they're just gonna release it at the end where people are gonna like. If you don't like
Look
it,
past it.
you're gonna forget it. If you do like it, you're gonna enjoy it. You know,
Okay.
like
I see what you're
if
saying.
it's not like Mario Party Superstar, where like it's the main one that people are gonna be playing because it was released earlier.
Yeah, no, I see that. I think Mario Party Superstar was perfectly timed, because no one liked the newer Mario Party. They were like,
Yeah.
And I think Mario Party Superstar was a beautiful avenge, right? Like it avenged the series, and not that this new one is gonna make or break the series, but it'll show us the direction they're heading. If they're heading down more simplistic or more complicated, I think the 20-person PvP looked pretty cool. I think the little gimmicks they're doing, I think, aren't bad overall. That shit
Mario
was
Party
ass.
Superstar was the first and only Mario Party I've ever played.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good one to first play, if I'm being honest. That's a
I
really
thought
good one.
so. I thought, because I went back and played the ones on the Nintendo 64 thingy.
2, 3.
Yeah, and it was like single player, but like I was just experimenting, seeing like what the history of the game is, and seeing what's up with that.
Yeah, definitely a good series. I love the Mario Party series. girls are not allowed to fight, Soul.
They're not allowed to have
We're not.
fun.
Yeah, no fighting. Oh, you're a woman? Nope, you cannot fight. You have to use magic.
No.
All right, women in gaming, magic only, unless you're like Bayonetta.
Cute magic, not fireballs.
Yeah.
Not
Not destruction.
Drowning.
You can only
Cute
like
magic.
morph shit. Yeah, so we're referring to The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Really fucking cool concept. Really cute
Very cool.
trailer. If you haven't watched the trailer, Link is trying to rescue Zelda. He gets like sucked up to this giant like dark void, but he fires an arrow at Zelda. She's like in a crystal. She breaks out of the crystal, and it looks like the game is about you are Zelda trying to rescue Link. And beautiful
For
concept.
once.
Yeah, for
Yes.
once, finally. Now you can't get when someone says, "Is this Zelda?"
It is.
It actually is.
now.
Yeah, it's not Link.
It is
Um,
the first Zelda game.
Yeah, pretty fucking cool. Really cute. I love that trailer. So cute. There was in the trailer she like looks over Hyrule, and it's like
I
a
love that
reference.
scene.
Yeah,
Oh
a
my
reference to
God.
Breath of the Wild. So fucking cool.
Actually, it's a reference to the very first Zelda game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Breath of the Wild was referencing that.
Oh,
'Cause
so
there's
it's a
this
reference of a
image-
reference of a reference.
Yeah, because there's this image of the very first original Zelda game where Link is over that exact same hill looking over Hyrule. And they remade that into Breath of the Wild because Breath of the Wild was like they were modernizing the original Zelda idea of being like a free world because that's what the first Zelda was. It's like you just get dropped in the middle of everything and you just figure it out. I was actually playing it just the other day. You really have to figure shit out. Like you're not told where to go or anything.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. That's
Um,
pretty fun.
So that scene is a reference of a reference. A little bit of an issue though. Why is Zelda, the title character, the Queen of Legend, is being given the power of copy paste to save Link?
Yeah, right. That's
Why-
it's interesting.
Why is that her power?
She's such a badass in like Smash Bros too. You know what I mean?
She can transform. She can do so. Like I feel like I can think of 1,000 game ideas just with Zelda alone, with everything we've had before.
Not to make this full of complaints because I'm still interested in the game. I am still interested. in the game.
100%, yes.
It's just like strange how it's like maybe they just want it to be like super different from like Link's Adventure. You know what I mean?
Maybe. It's
But-
just that in comparison with what we have from Peach, where the first Peach game was her fighting with her emotions, and then the second one, the enemies aren't even real; they're just playing characters on a theater, and then we get this for Zelda. It's a
Yeah.
little bit of a pattern.
It is annoying. It really is
Yeah.
because it's like I would like to play as Zelda and like punch somebody in the fucking throat.
Zelda has a sword at some point. I wanted to stab someone as Zelda.
Yeah, you know, I think I don't think it, and I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's like, oh, she's a woman, she can't fight. I
It's
highly
really
doubt it's
not.
that.
It's
But
just
it
interesting
is,
and funny to poke fun at it.
yeah, 100%.
Really like that we can just launch rocks at enemies. Like that's fucking funny.
Yeah, very cute game.
That scene was really funny.
I'm
can just-
excited.
Have a rock and throw it at the enemy. That's how we're gonna beat Ganon. We're just gonna hit him with a rock.
Yeah, definitely looks fun. And then we have Lego Horizon Adventures. I don't really have anything to add on that. Do you?
No.
Then we have Stray coming for the Switch. I've never played Stray. I've watched a little bit of gameplay. Not something that like I think it's a cute game. I did want it at some point, but I just never got to it. I know
I
you have
bought
the
it.
game. Yeah.
I've never touched it though.
Yeah. I think it being on Switch makes sense though. I think it's a good idea for it to be on Switch.
Yeah, I think it belongs there.
Then we have Tales of the Shire, the Lord of the Rings. I've never wanted to be a hobbit ever, so it's not really.
That was the first thing they asked us. Have you ever wanted to live like a hobbit? I'm like, what?
Why would I want that? I don't think so. Then we have a Just Dance 2025 edition. And then we have Ace Attorney.
Investigations collection.
Yeah.
I'm a little very excited about this.
Yeah. See, I'm not an Ace Attorney guy. I've never played
Dude.
it. It's like I can't see being a lawyer being fun. You know what I mean?
You would not believe how actually engaging this game is.
Yeah,
I
really.
I haven't been playing it myself, but I'm currently watching a YouTuber play it, and she's a real lawyer.
Mm,
And I feel like I'm watching a TV show because she like
that's dope.
it's like, you know, she releases a video every week, and like the cases are so interesting.
Mm,
Like I actually got to know, because like everyone knows about Ace Attorney,
mm,
but like to actually know what the stories are
mm,
is very interesting. And I know these games go into detail about um Phoenix Wright's rival.
mm.
It's like like a story before the actual games, and it's
Okay.
about the rival, and that's very interesting.
Yeah, that sounds
I
fun.
I do want to look into, because it is a re-release, or
It's a
like
it's
these
a
games have come out before.
yeah, it's a compilation.
Yeah, and but I think it'll be very interesting to see that.
Yeah, it looks. I'm sure if you're an Ace Attorney fan, it's hype. But as someone that's like not, it's like yeah, whatever. It to
I
me.
would say
Hmm.
I would say give it, because I'm sure you can find it emulated somewhere.
Hmm.
Give it a try, like maybe the first game,
Hmm.
because it's not so much being a lawyer, because like being a lawyer is like half the game. You really like have to like go around and investigate and ask people like how the murder happened, where were you at this time, and all that. And then you have to bring all the evidence, all that shit into the case. And then you have your rival trying to like, because you are the defendant, no, you are the, you know, the attorney trying to defend the person, and they're trying to prove that your guy is guilty, and you have to prove that he's not, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And that it is insane how they make that concept so engaging, so fun to like experience.
That sounds fun. See, I'm not a smart dude, so I'd probably just go down the route of watching someone play it.
Yeah,
Because it sounds like a lot of work. I'm not gonna hold you. I just watch it.
probably.
I like to just like grab my controller and kill things or play Tetris.
I
You know
will
what I'm
say,
saying?
if you're really not gonna play it, watch it.
I
Definitely
will watch it.
it.
I will watch it.
It's
I'll give it a.
such
I'll
an
give it a
interesting
watch.
story.
Yeah. Then we have Metro Prime. Metro. Wow.
I love Metro
Finally.
Prime.
Metro Prime. Finally, bro. We finally see a little bit of Metroid Prime 4.
Can you
Everyone has
believe
been wanting this for years.
this was announced around the same time as Bayonetta 3?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, this is hype. It says that this game comes out in 2025, right? Which,
that's interesting.
yeah, it makes sense, but so is Donkey Kong. And
Yeah.
I don't mean to put my tinfoil hat on here, but again, why would they release Metroid Prime 4 at the end of the Switch's lifespan?
Well, I definitely think they're gonna do what they did with Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
Or
which
like
is have it in
they,
both consoles.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think we're gonna see it around the same time as Metroid Prime 4. Very excited. The game looks
definitely.
beautiful. The game looks so
It
fucking
looks really
beautiful.
good.
They put love. I mean, it's just a trailer. Maybe it's too soon to tell, but it looks like they put love in that fucking game.
Yeah, I mean they started working on it, and then they had to like reset the whole thing.
Yeah, it's
Someone
mhm.
someone pressed delete in the wrong file.
Wait, are you serious?
I don't know.
Oh,
Just making shit up.
bruh, I'm so gullible. I fucking believed you. I thought Metroid Prime 4 had like crazy lore and you fucking asshole.
Oh no.
That's
No
why it
one
took
said
forever.
anything.
No, but that, oh man, this game looks so good. I can't wait to play. It looks, I love how you scan a dead enemy, get information. Like, I'm excited. This is a game that I would suck dick for sure, and I'm not even gay.
I was so confused at first because like I've never seen anything from Metroid Prime 2 or 3. So I was like, is this that? Because like this looks really good for like a remake or
Yeah,
a...
no. As soon as I saw it, I knew what it was. There's no way.
Have you played the other ones?
I've played the one for DS, and I've played the one for GameCube, and they're pretty fun. I like them a lot.
I've never played any of these.
Oh, you should. You should. Very, very good. Very fun. And it's Nintendo's take on an FPS game, and I think they do it
Yeah.
in a fun way. There's not, you
Oh,
know, It's
That guy that walks in through the fire that they show to be the enemy, I know we've seen him before. And then he has two Metroids that don't really look like Metroids behind him.
yeah.
Like those look like evolutions of Metroids. Those don't look like actual Metroids.
Something big is gonna happen in this game, obviously.
Like this guy, I feel like he's trying to make new Metroids for some reason. Like maybe he's trying to revive Mother.
I do like how there's a lot of passion. It looks like there's passion. It looks like there's love in that trailer. It looks so crisp, so beautiful. And yeah, that was the big announcement. And then here we have two more. We have the 100 Line, Last Defense Academy. I'm not sure what that is. And then we have Romancing Saga 2: Revenge of the Seven. Yeah, these
Okay.
very
The 100-line Last Defense Academy thing. The second I saw it, I was like, oh, some anime game. And then they got closer, and I was like, oh, this is made by the Danganronpa people. Am I gonna see these teenagers die? And then they did. And then I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, they're calling it something else, but that's just what happens in the actual fucking Danganronpa games.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is. These last two trailers, I have no idea what the fuck we're looking at.
They're irrelevant. We can ignore them.
Really fun direct. I think, to be honest, I think the wide audience are probably gonna. I feel like everyone has something to complain about, something to cry about. So I'm sure, in the grand scheme of things, people aren't gonna be too happy with this direct. I'm very happy with it because Mario and Luigi. Let me look through here. Mario and Luigi, the Marvel and Capcom thing, fucking Zelda, Mario Party, Metroid. I think this was a very solid direct. What do you think?
I thought so too. I'm still gonna so because they didn't have Rhythm Heaven.
Yeah, dude, don't expect that. I don't think they're gonna release anything with Rhythm Heaven in a very long time, bro.
I'm gonna send a very harshly worded letter to Nintendo.
What do you give the direct? 1 to 10.
7, 8.
I agree. Like a nice 7.5.
Yeah.
I think it was good. It had its slower moments, but very fun.
I
Very
think
fun
the
watch.
hypest thing for me, definitely the new Zelda game. I really don't know why, but I care more about this one than I did Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, no, that's insane. No, I love. Nah, it's not that hype for me. Mine, as you guys know, as you know, Marvel vs. Capcom. That's my biggest hype. And then I would say Metroid. Then everything else is just kind of whatever.
Really can't wait to play that copy-paste game.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. That was the June 18th, 2024 direct. What do you think? What are you excited for? Do you think it was whack? Do you think it was good? Let us know. Any closing words?
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, baby.